My name is Brian Scheehser from Trellis at the Heathman Hotel in Kirkland, Washington, and I'm here today to show you how to make a quick Thai beef stir fry. And this dish, some of the simplest ingredients are the ones that pack the most flavors. So we have a julienne of green onions, fresh cilantro. I'm going to use a cremini or a button mushroom cut into cubes. We have a julienne of eggplant, touch of pepper flakes, and a little bit of fresh ginger. And I do this dish in 2 steps so that we can sort of have the mushrooms and the eggplant on the bottom and then garnish with the beef on top. For our beef, we're going to use tenderloin. And I know when you mentioned tenderloin, it's a very lean cut of meat and it tends to be very tender and cooked very quickly, but it's very expensive. So when you go to the butcher, a little tip is you can ask if they have tenderloin tips. And that's the very end of the tenderloin. It tends to be a little bit less expensive. And you can take in julienne and use it in the stir fry. So the second step is going to be our tips, little galangal root, and green peppercorns. So we're going to start out the nice seasoned pan, and in our seasoned pan, we're going to let that get nice and warm. Take into that, we're going to put a little sesame oil and put it around the outside there so that it can sort of seep down into the center. And we put our ginger. Let our ginger cook for just a few seconds. I'm going to set the eggplant in the center there. I'm going to put the eggplant in first, then our mushrooms on top. We just want to saute this until our mushrooms are cooked. Now I want to sweat the mushrooms a little bit, so what I'm going to do is while I prepare the beef, I'm going to turn our heat down to low. And we'll just watch that while we're getting ready to prepare the beef. I'm going to use a pair of gloves for when I'm handling our tenderloin tips on a clean cutting board. And we can just take this, if there's any fat you want to remove, we can just remove that from underneath there. And then what we want to do is just do little thin slivers. You can also ask the butcher if he can do this for you so you don't have to do it at home. So our beef. Now we're going to take our mushrooms and our eggplant, and we're going to finish those with our green onions and some picked cilantro leaves. Just mix that together. And then this is ready to go in our bowl. Now it's okay if you have a little bit of eggplant and herbs left in your pan. We're going to turn our heat on high. We're going to do a little vegetable oil for the beef. I'm going to season this with just a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and we're going to put a green peppercorn in this. So I'm going to put my green peppercorns in just to let them crisp up a little bit in the oil. We need our pan very hot for this one. A little galangal root. Our peppercorns, you can hear them popping in the pan. They're crisping. And because I'm using tenderloin, I'm not going to cook it well done. I'm going to leave it a little bit medium. We take our beef. We're going to top our eggplant. Top our eggplant there with our beef. We're going to finish this dish with a chiffonade of fresh basil. When I say chiffonade, just cut in very, very, very thin strips. Put our basil on top. Drizzle of sesame oil. A little pinch of pepper flakes. And there we have a Thai beef stir fry.